Cancers, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for May 16th to the 22nd of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. So Cancer, this week we have a full moon on a Saturday, which is an illuminating time. And for you Cancers, you guys follow that lunar cycle quite a bit. And so this is about the gaining of energy as we approach the weekend. And what's being gained here is an awareness over the weekend involving two key areas, because this full moon is going to be right on the cusp between Libra and Scorpio. And so for you, this is your 4th house and your 5th house. So the 4th house is about home. It's your house. It's about family. It's about anything that you consider your roots in life. Reflective, very reflective in nature, and even your health as well, connecting to your body. So if there's been anything over the past 6 months that you've been cultivating regarding these matters, this could be a culminating time, a high point, but a status checkpoint where you can see what can be, what's working and what's not, right? Because this is the halfway point for the year involving this area. And you have a lot of awareness in terms of, okay, what's working? Where can you continue to put energy into that? What's not? What can you let go to create space for more of this cultivation of that area? So that's great to put energy into, I think, approaching the weekend, relating to anything regarding those 4th house matters. Now, the 5th house of this, which is where Mars has been retrograde and Saturn, is about your self-expression. Okay, so I think there's been a lot of reflection about how you express yourself. Maybe your creativity, maybe the things that you're normally very fun, but you've got Saturn here kind of creating a serious quality to all that. And this is what Saturn's showing you, is how to have a bit more of that grounded or mature or patient approach to the passions or to the interests and to your self-expression, right? So I think it's great for that, but Mars is here too. And in fact, this full moon is going to be within a very close conjunction to Mars. So Mars has been showing you where you are putting your energy with your self-expression or with your interests, maybe redoing, reflecting, re-examining that. And maybe there's been a lot of independence in the way you express yourself, maybe in a very direct way. So it's good to examine that as well. So it's a very examining type of full moon with that retrograde Mars there. Again, particularly where you might be putting your energy or relating to independence in your life. So lots of awareness. There could even be awareness in terms of your career, by the way, because Mars does rule your 10th house, which is going to be a shifting area at the end of the week because Mercury is going to go direct there, which I'll talk more about in just a minute. But as we approach the weekend, definitely this more awareness about where you can continue to cultivate both your roots in life, your home, family, or health, if it's externalized like that, but gaining a greater understanding too of your emotional body and the reflective side of life, like your past, your sentiments, and also the awareness of your self-expression, right? Where can you continue to cultivate and re-examine and redo these things that might be your interests, passions, things close to the heart. So that's the full moon. As we approach it, we do have some aspects in the aspect grid here. One of which is very important, and this is going to be taking us into next week, is Jupiter squaring up to Saturn. All right, so this aspect has been going on all the way since August of last year, and then we had the second aspect back in March. So this is the last and final one. All right, and this is all about slow and steady growth. Slow and steady growth relating to that self-expression like I was just mentioning, but also relating to the 2nd house, because the 2nd house is where Jupiter is. And this has been an area that's recently started to move forward for you last week. And this is about your values. This is about your material security. This is about your self-reliance. And this is an excellent area for you to be cultivating these next couple years with the North Node transiting Leo. And I think you've learned a lot about this with that retrograde Jupiter. But now things have been moving forward here. So you're seeing the opportunities. You're seeing what's possible, I think, in terms of this more earthly side of life. But Saturn's over here squaring it, saying, but with patience. Taking the long road, the patient road, right? That's steady growth. So you can cultivate perhaps a bit of a more disciplined approach, perhaps to enjoying those simple pleasures of life, or working with the financial material stuff, or even understanding more about your natural abilities. 2nd house is about our natural abilities, our natural talents. So whatever that's been for you, patience this week. It's not going to be that strong until next week, but definitely something going on as a backdrop. But continue to expand. You know, this is Jupiter, which is about expansion. Saturn's limitation. But when you combine the two, it becomes very constructive. So for you, in terms of your self-expression and in regards to your self-reliance or earthly matters, material security. Now, as we go into the week here on Thursday, Venus does transit into Taurus, which is where the sun's already been. So this whole week, there's still, and this is recent actually since last weekend, you probably noticed the shift of more of a focus in regards to your aspirations. There has been a lot of energy or focus relating to your career, and I think there still will be with Mercury retrograde here. But there's definitely been this shift of focus for you to be cultivating your aspirations, your hopes and wishes perhaps. For some of you, maybe networking, getting in contact with friends, or progressive stuff. Okay, so great. All that, good for energy, good for prana. Venus shifting into here, this middle part to the second half, is enjoying that. Maybe enjoying connecting with those friends or relationships, enjoying cultivating your hopes and wishes and aspirations and attracting them to you, which is what Venus is all about, in a balanced way, of course, because this full moon is about balance, and it is going to be opposing up to that Venus, right? So the key with this is that with all this energy of your fifth house of self-expression, this is the house of what the world needs, all right? And this is the house of your community. And of course, we can't really, you know, the fact is that they're really one and the same. That what our true passions are is what the world needs and what we aspire for, right? When they're true, when they're the real ones, right? And what we really aspire for is something that is close to the heart, is a reflection or an expression of who we are, right? So it's about balance here. And I think balancing the ideals with, again, this bit of reflective energy, taking things nice and slow. But, you know, it's good to be implementing things. Just be flexible. Try new things. Don't get yourself into something that you can't get back out of with retrogrades, because we're learning and information is changing. So things are still changing in your self-expression, in your creative side this week. Okay, but still great for, I think, definitely cultivating the aspirations, just in that balanced and healthy way. Now, that's going to be that full moon, and then as we approach Sunday, that's when Mercury goes station direct, and this is going to be a shift in regards to perhaps some information coming to light relating to your success, achievement, or career, which has been the reflective energy for you with that retrograde Mercury. So with everything that you've been learning or redoing with the career stuff or future stuff, slowly but surely starts to shift going into next week. All right, so still a great week for redoing and reflecting on this, but over the weekend there might be something shifting, some new information coming to light or something like that, that could be taking you into a new direction to start implementing that stuff with your career, with your legacy, with your productive life, whatever it might be. All right, so Cancers, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.